trying to find some form of racking that's going to work when I remove the seat in the truck to make space for some new storage. See if we can find it. I have found a decent storage box that'll do for some of it, but it's not going to do it all. Well, we got a storage box and a dustpan and brush, so that didn't go as planned. I have to go somewhere else now. Right, let's explain what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is bolt the frame to the original seat's bolting points. The chemical toilet's going to go in the bottom section. We're going to have a pull-out table, which may or may not turn into a sink. And then the storage box on the top is the one that we purchased today. And the cargo net's kind of just for a little bit of extra clothes storage or something on the top there. So that's not to scale, but this is what we're going to be trying to build, and that's what we're going to go for inside the Discovery. So my last visit to B&Q didn't go as planned. So I need to actually make some measurements this time, empty some bits out, and then I can get on to making my bed and this frame for all the extra storage. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Right, let's see if I can get this out. I've unplugged some wiring. I'm hoping I don't get an airbag light from it, but see what happens. That one is the one. The only other problem I've got is I don't know where I'm going to put it, because I've got no storage left. We'll find somewhere. I need to keep hold of these to make the new storage mounts. Luckily, from taking the seat out, I'll have a perfect template of what I need to create to go back in the floor. But I can't lose these. So this should just pull out now. There we go. She's out. So I've still got these bolting points in the vehicle. They're going to have to come out, so I'm going to have to lift this carpet up and get underneath. They won't allow my new board to go across here flat, so they're going to have to go away, make some mounts to bolt the actual plate to the floor, and that's going to give us way more room for storage in there. So I've decided not to use these. I'm going to use a raised platform instead, because this is bolted underneath all of that seat as well, so I don't want to go to the effort to removing that to remove this if it's so hard to reverse in the future. We'll make a raised platform. It'll only be a couple of inches up because this is quite a deep hole here on this one, and then we'll get it to sit flush and level over the top of everything else. Now that's all done, I need to measure up the platform for my sleeper. So I'm going to have a bed in the back of the vehicle, and then Sammy and Finley are going to sleep up top. Just makes it less crowded and it makes it easier. And when we go over to do the European road trip, we're definitely going to want the extra room when we're travelling over for 2 weeks. So I'm going to go make some measurements for that. We'll get the measurements for the base, and then we'll go back to B&Q and get some bits for there. So the idea is that these seats fold down, and then my legs are going to be at the back of the vehicle when these boxes come out. My bed's going to come over the top of these, and then my sleeping mat is going to go over the top of that. The only way I could do that is by making a platform that drops on top of the seats, because the storage boxes are probably about 5 inches or so higher than the seat right now. So we'll have a look what the measurements are. Was a bit off, 7. Right, let's get a move on. Now I did go to B&Q the other day. I went straight after work and I had absolutely no idea what I was buying, which obviously doesn't help anyone. So I've got my measurements today, and fingers crossed we can actually get everything we need, because I need some high quality hinges to hold me up on that bed, because I'm not particularly the lightest guy, that we all know. So we're going on a camping trip tomorrow to Carnarvon to test out some of the new features of the vehicle. I need to put the new Bundutop on the side. I've got a new bag for that one because my current one's leaking. I've got the Bundu Annex to go on the top, which will be an install video of that on its own anyway. And then I need to test run all that gear ready for when we go to the European road trip, or the Scotland one, depending on how things go, and see pretty much where the faults are and where we need to improve. Everything about this whole rig is to be built so that it's convenient, easy, and we can just dart off and go wherever we need to go within a minute, really. So it needs to be like that, and then we need to build it that way. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the back frame of my draw system, I'm adding a nice bit of metal into the back end. That's going to be the base for the actual bed frame itself. So when I went to B&Q beforehand, in the initial part of this video, I ordered some bits and I had to go back and take those bits back to B&Q because, well, they were completely wrong and they weren't going to do the job for what I wanted them to do. So here we are again, doing some other bits. And we're going to make this work now. So we've got some 8mm bolts and nuts, and these are holding our frame together. Luckily I could just get on the back end of this without taking the whole thing apart to get it all bolted. So we put one more in towards this middle point. Most of my weight's going to be on this side. There's never really going to be anything here because the fridge is staying in. Let's see if we can get that in one. There's the new awning. So I used the square nuts and drilled them quite high so that I wouldn't have to get behind them, so I could tighten everything up from the outside. And I used the flat style bolt so we don't do any damage to anything that's inside. Right, there we go. So that's the first step done in the new build there. And that's to enable this to sit on top of there. And that's our new bed platform. I'm going to put some legs in here, and that's what we'll be on top of. Should be pretty decent. And we nailed the height of that within a mil, if not perfect. I'm going to take these legs and cut them down, the ones that were in the shop we're in between sizes, obviously, for what I need. We're chopping them and we're using them upside down. They should be mounted to the board this way, but we're using them this way, and I'll explain how I'm doing it in a minute. These are the feet from these that normally would be mounted this way around. They've got an 8mm thread in the centre. So I'm going to put a bolt through my board. These feet are going to go upside down, and then the bolt's going to go into this foot, and then that's going to give me my perfect height and a strong foot. Just got to do that a few more times. You can see here, there's the platform. That's with just one of the legs as a temporary measure at the moment, but that's how it's going to work. These boxes, the plastic storage ones, will be moved out, and then my bed will be 2 boards wide, obviously, but from the back here all the way down there. And I've made the measurements, and it's 6 foot, so we're all good. Right, so we're getting somewhere. This one needs way more support because I've only got the 1 foot, so I'm gonna have to go and get some more feet and some more 8mm bolts. But that's gone all right. I'll get those out shortly, and then we'll put the bed actually in there and see what it looks like and see if it's going to fit. But it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So now we take some of this carpet and make these horrible boards look like these, nicely finished. Definitely makes them look a bit more premium and a nicer thing to look at. So that's what we're going to do to the next one some time, and we're many trips in on this bed system now. I didn't actually film the last one because we never actually ended up going camping at the end of the last video, but this is the bed system that we've come up with, and we sleep all the way across there. I'll inflate the mattress so you can see it in a minute, but here's those legs that we cut earlier in the video, the carpet on there. They all bolt to that frame along the side, and obviously you got your bed platform here. I've slept on this for many nights now, and it's pretty safe, to be fair. So it's pretty simple. There's your air mattress on top of the platform that we made. And as you've seen just then, I get in through the side door where the seat's removed. Put my legs up and get into bed. And that's it. We're all done. We're due to go away for our European road trip. I don't actually like the bed system that I've made now. I've tested it a few times, but it's going to have to do for that road trip at least. When we come back, I'm going to find a better way of doing this bed because I'm really not happy with it at the moment. But as it stands right now, it works, it's functional, and we can go away in it, so that's a win for me. These 2 bed boards I have as well, they double up as this floor that we were on about earlier too, so I only figured this out a bit later on after I'd made them, but they actually store well and make the floor complete down here, so both of those live down there, and that gives me my floor.